Good morning, sixth graders. I hope you had a great weekend. We are now in our last week of school, so we want to finish strong. Today's lesson is about determining author's purpose. And the main purpose for an author to write something is one, to inform readers about a topic, to teach, inform, tell about. Another is to entertain, and those are the books we really like because they make us laugh or cry or they're entertaining. And to persuade, it wants you to persuade you to do something, okay? And to describe, you might narrative writing describe a place that you've been. Okay, so those are the main purposes, the primary purpose for authors to write. Okay, so I know Miss Allen has gone over this with you. So one thing that's important is also the viewpoint of the author, and knowing the viewpoint and the purpose are very important. Okay. All right, so let's take a look, and I know that you went home with some leveled readers, at least two. So hold on one second, guys. All right, so what you need to do is pick up one of those leveled readers, and you're going to read the leveled reader. Well, before reading, we're going to do this, during reading this, and after reading this, and you will put those details in this author's purpose chart. So let's take a look. So if you have your book in hand, before you start reading, what does the title tell me about the author's primary purpose for writing? So if it was about Mars, then it would probably be to describe or teach you about Mars. If it's a story about a realistic fiction type of story, then that would be to entertain, okay? So go back and look at these reasons for whether it's to inform, entertain, persuade, or describe the text that you have, the leveled reader. What can I learn about the author's purpose from chapter titles, section heads, or other text features? So you can go ahead and open it and see if there's hold on. Okay, I just lost my thought for a minute. So you can open it and look and see if there's a table of contents that tells you the chapter heads or chapter titles. And then you can look through it and see if there's any bold-faced headings or subtitles. See if there's any pictures with captions and things like that to give you an idea of the purpose for the author writing that. All right, is the author most likely writing to inform, to entertain, to persuade, or to express, or to describe? So you write down that. And then, is there another reason the author has for writing? Does the author have a secondary purpose? Okay, so maybe, along with trying to tell you or persuade you, they're also entertaining you. Okay? All right, so let's see here. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, then during your reading time, does this look like material I want to read slowly or quickly? So if it's difficult stuff, say a science text, you may want to read that slowly. If they're writing about something you're familiar with, you could probably read it a little more quickly. Was I right about the author's reasons for writing? What evidence supports this? If I need to rethink an author's purpose, what new evidence tells me this? Okay, so maybe there's a secondary purpose. And then after reading, how well did the author accomplish his or her purpose? What evidence supports my opinion? If I was writing about this subject, what other approaches might I take? All right, so this is a little different kind of exercise because you all have a different book. If you all had the same book, then I could go through that book and guide you through this. So just take the book that you have and go through and write the title of it here, and just go through and answer those questions there. Or hold on, I'm losing my spot. Okay, so another thing you can do is, what is in the author that you of the book you have, what is his reason for writing, and how do you know? Okay, and then you will put that under details here. And then would blank be more likely to believe one view or opposing views? Which words or phrases support your thinking? Okay, so the author, would he be more likely to believe a certain viewpoint or an opposite viewpoint? Does the author present both sides? If so, what is the evidence of that? If not, what information is missing? And was the author successful in persuading you of his or her opinion? Okay, so this is if you've picked a book that's persuading you about something, okay? Otherwise, I would use these questions, okay? And just put those answers down here in these details, and then at the end of it, from all those details, you can determine the author's purpose, okay? All right, so remember, if you have any questions, then feel free to reach out. If you don't have a leveled reader at home, then just pick a book that you have read before or another book that you have there. All right, guys. All right, let's take a look at what you have for writing today. It looks like it's page 25. Hold on one second. All right, guys. Your writing assignment today is journal entry 7. It says, what is special about your neighborhood? Think about how it looks, sounds, and smells. Write a poem about your neighborhood using your senses. Help others feel what your neighborhood is like through your writing. Add drawings to your finished poem. All right, well, that'll be fun to do. Think of your senses.